Here's quite a cool song by Pink called So What, I'm a Rockstar. We've done it for ukulele. It's going to sound like this. And that gets played through 9 times at the beginning of the song and also for all the verses. Now you do have your PDF in front of you and it does say D-toned semitone. In other words, you're meant to retune your ukulele, which I will cover with you in class. For now, you're going to learn it in normal standard tuning, which means it's going to be slightly higher in pitch than the YouTube channel. Okay, but it's enough talking. Let's learn a really cool riff. And you may use a pick or you can use fingers. I don't really mind. But if you use fingers, use your first finger. You can see my first finger's picking, so I don't want the thumb. Okay. Alrighty, we're going to focus now onto your fretting hand. You've got the PDF in front of you, and let's see what we do. We're using finger 1 for the first fret, finger 3, your ring finger for the 3rd fret, and later for the 2s at the end of the bar, we're going to bring the middle finger in. Now, we're going to group the phrases as well. So the first phrase is going to sound like this. Obviously a little bit faster. But let's take it through slowly. It's fret 3, fret 1, back to fret 3, and then fret 1 is going to be on your first string. So you're starting string 2, 3, 1, 3, and then the 1 on the first string after that. Next, 2 notes back to the second string, 3, 1, like that. So if you put them together, your timing is important. 3, 1, 3, 1, pause, 3, 1, another pause, and eventually now you bring that second finger onto fret number 2 on the 3rd string, 1, 2, 3 from the bottom. So here's a slow motion of the intro. I'm going to count you in so you can play along with me if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's your first bar. Now the second bar starts on the same number 2 that you finished the first bar with. So your second bar starts on 2 again, open 3rd string, back to double 2 on the same string. So that's 4 notes. Here's your 4 notes like that. 2, 0, 2, 2. Then a tiny pause and you're playing the open 3rd string followed by open 4th string. Now those 2 open strings, that can happen. So let me show you what I'm doing on my picking hand. And you can see what I'm doing here now. When I play the 3rd string, as I go to the 4th, they want to ring at the same time. So what I do is I can use one of those fingers to make it go quiet. Or what we can do as well, if you go back to the picking hand, and I'm going to, or picking and fretting hand combined, sorry about that, you can do this. Now watch my hands over here. Open 3rd, quickly silence it with the middle finger, or any finger actually, onto the 4th string. So even though this looks like it's pushing something, it's not. It's just stopping the string from ringing. So we don't have other noise. Okay, let's take the whole phrase through. I'm going to zoom out a little bit backwards over here so you can see left and right hand together. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you get a bit of speed, that was with a finger. And now I'm going to use my pick. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see that movement there again. This looks like I'm playing something, but the middle finger is simply making that second last 0 go quiet before I play that string. Now what's cool about this song as well, it's got some new chords which we had to adapt to make it actually work if you detune your ukulele. You've got a B flat, which is new, D minor, I think you have done, G minor, not that common, and then the E flat. Okay, but let's first of all take you step by step through each of the chords. Starting with the B flat, finger 1 must go flat across both strings 1 and 2 in the first fret. So nice and flat, so you can hear both strings. Then you bring string number 2 onto the, or finger number 2, sorry, onto string 3, 2nd fret, and ring finger goes to the 3rd fret right at the top. If you play guitar, this might resemble the chord F. but on ukulele it's B flat. It should sound like this. The following chord, D minor, finger 1 is now on the tippy. It's no longer flat. It's on the tip. You can see there, but better. Middle finger number 2 goes straight to the top. Ring finger underneath it. So a bit of a different angle there. So you can sit and see fingers 1, 2, and 3 for D minor. Following up is G minor. And the best and probably easiest way to get to it, bring everything down 1, slide ring finger across to the 3rd fret. That's your G minor. 1, 2, 3. And like we said, from the D minor to the G minor, you bring it down, slide the finger. It should sound like this. And the last chord, E flat. Watch finger 2. All that happens is simply this. Now on your diagram, you'll see there's a red dot. You could play E flat like this as well, but this is quite difficult because fingers 2, 3, and 4 all have to squeeze in there. So I opted for an easier E flat, and the catch is don't strum this string. Okay, so your E flat's going to be like that now. So one more time, B flat, D minor, G minor, and slide it across for E flat, not strumming string 4. Now for the strumming. Now this whole part over here all belongs to the chorus of the song. So your rhythm pattern for the chorus should be something like this. Now I'm going to strum with my fingers because I like strumming with my fingers on the ukulele. I find it's not as bright and loud, but if you want to use a pick, you may. The rhythm pattern, slow motion, down, down, we've got that, followed by down, up, down, up. And if you put the two together, we have this, down, 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 up, down, up. And that's your first bar. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, up. Now try it twice in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then of course you want to pick up speed. So it's going to sound like this end of the day. Now I'm going to take you through slow motion. What was 1 bar? And we're going to do 1 bar of each chord. So let's try it through. 2 and 3 and 4 and... and then you simply repeat it and take it faster. My thumb at the top there, you can see it actually touched that string. So when I play the 4th string while doing the E flat chord, that string can't make a noise, which means I can strum it and it doesn't sound bad. If I take him off, that doesn't sound cool. So it just helps me keep control of the strings a bit better. Okay, so thumb at the top for that string makes less noise. And one last time before we finish off the video, full speed ahead. And you simply go through the B flat, D minor, G minor, and E flat 4 times in a row for your chorus. And then you've got So What by Pink. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the beginning. Third time. Last time. And she pauses there, and after that you go back to, you got your introduction riff again, which is basically the tune that she sings along with. Na 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 na. Those really difficult words to remember. It's basically the riff and the melody for the verse. If you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me. I'm assuming you do have my WhatsApp, and for those that don't have my WhatsApp details, drop me a message. I'll be glad to help you with the PDF file if you need. Otherwise, have a good night, or good week, sorry, and take care. Thank you.